Hello, first grade. Today is Friday, May 1. And we'll just have one video today because it's a special day for two reasons. What are those two reasons? You probably guessed them already. Well, one is because we filled all of this out. Da da da. We're at 100. I even put excited like party lines around it. Like a little pop. We're at 100. So 100 in red. You can pause the video and write your 100 because now since we started up here, back there at Halloween, remember that was Halloween enchantment? Holy moly. There's Valentine's Day. That was the lantern walk. Do we put anything else in here? No, but you can see how long ago it was now. So here we are on May Day. So I might even add a flower in there or next to it to show that it was May Day on our 100th day that we counted school. So yeah, write in your most beautiful handwriting. You can decorate it a little bit. 100 in red, and then join us again. So that's the two reasons, 100 days of school and May Day. And so we have a celebration today. At some point today, we'll have our story time, and I'll see you then, where we celebrate with our pajamas and something yummy to eat and a story. And here's a lot of the friends we've seen who've helped us with our lessons so far. They wanted to join us for the celebration too. Plus a new one, that's Lulu over there. See if you can spot someone new, and her name is Lulu. She's wearing something special in her hair because it's May Day. Did you spot the new friend who hasn't helped us yet, but she's new today? Where is she? Right over there. That's Lulu in the pink strawberry party dress. She put on her party dress for May Day, and it has flowers on it, and she has flowers in her hair. So we have Ollie and Oliver Luciano right there next to Ollie. They're hanging out, and there's Daffodil, and we have Kayla Crocus here too. There's Squirrel, and Bunny is right there. And here's Meadow, and we have Sienny and her baby sister and mom and dad here too. I think I got everyone. Their mom, Willow and Ollie's mom, is back there, but she's preparing some things for our fun time together. I also have our Meadow friends here. They live in a beautiful wooden flower-shaped bowl together, so they'll be joining us in a little bit too. So they're going to be nearby because they can't all fit in unless, I guess I could go way forward or way back. And let's see if I can get this down. And then we'll see some of their feet, but they'll be there with us while I bring in what we need. So here's the materials you'll need today for a special craft we're doing. And we won't do other things, just this. And what do we usually do? I'll keep it here for now. What do we usually do on or around May Day? It's something with flowers, right? And maybe some dancing. We dance around the maypole, right? So we're going to make a maypole, but it's going to be for little fairies or gnomes or bugs, and we'll put it in our gardens, and we're going to use a pencil that it can be a new one or a used one, but it should be fairly tall, and it should be sharpened somewhat. It should have the point, but not like a flat new one, because we're going to put it in the dirt once we're done. for a little while, maybe for a week or something like that, several days until we're done. And then when we're done, we'll take everything off of it and use it as a pencil again. We'll have to probably resharpen it because it probably will be a little dirty and stuff like that. So that's what you'll need. The pencil is really to be the maypole. You'll need a pencil. You'll need a pair of your scissors from school. I have my big scissors, some tape, one piece of paper from your family's printer, your crayons, and I have some gems here for a little path that'll be around the maypole or near it with the plants, and the amethyst that we had from, I think that was Christmas, from King Karnak's mines. And did I miss anything? Oh my goodness, a whole basket full. Yes, I went out in my yard and I got, because at the top of the maypole, we're going to tape these on, but they usually have some flowers and some green things at the top. And there's a special few things that I have in this here too, because those stories about Willow and Ollie and the pine tree and the little green fruits. Here it is. This is the backyard, in my backyard, in Willow and Ollie's backyard. They turn yellowy and even purple. They're so pretty, but they're little, see? And I call them the little green fruits, and they come from this tree. They're very big trees. We have 3 of them. So Willow and Ollie use these, and we have a meadow in the back with the grass. So Number Meadow is back there and all that. So you got to see the real ones. But you can go in your backyard and just pick a few things. This is so much. We won't use all this, but I just grabbed a few things to have on hand, and then I can pick and choose. So that's what you'll need. You can pause the video and go gather all your supplies. Again, this is my table, but you probably have a table. And then come back and press play, and we'll work on it together. Oh, I should say one more thing. If you have ribbon, you can use that, but most of us probably don't. So I have the computer paper, the printer paper, that we'll cut into little strips and then color them so that they'll look like ribbons, and then we'll hang them on the pencil with tape too. So you can do the paper or get some ribbons to cut. Either way. Okay, so I'll see you back in a few minutes after you get your supplies. All right, so now you've gotten your supplies and you're back with us. And I'm going to move some of this out of the way and only use it as we need it. So I'm just going to have my scissors here. My pencil or maypole is nearby. Tape will be nearby. And we need these when we're all done, so I'm going to put them over to the side. But we will need the crayons nearby and the scissors and paper. So I'm going to cut this way, and I'm going to show you that they're going to be too long, so I'm really just going to get them maybe shorter. So I'm going to, well, we can cut them at the end. We can give the maypole a ribbon or haircut. So let's just cut strips. And they won't be very thick because, they're like little ribbons. So I'm probably going to cut like this. Whoops. Just little strips all the way down. There. So you can see it's like that, not very thick. And you can do, I'm thinking we'll probably need like 5 or 6 to start with. And we might not even use that many. So you can do that, start cutting. I've got 3 now. Okay, now I have 5. I guess I'll do 6 for good measure, and we can always do more, but I'm going to start with 6. Okay, so you can pause the video and start again after you've gotten 6 strips of paper. And I'm going to put the scissors and the paper off to the side now and get out my crayons. And I'm just going to use, gosh, I'm not sure what'll be easier, the stick or the block. But I'm going to do one of each color, like the rainbow, because oftentimes we have rainbows in the spring, and the ribbons are colored after rainbow, and flowers. And of course, flowers are all colors of the rainbow. So I'm going to put them up like that. I'm going to try both. First, I'll try the block crayon to see if that just does a quick. That works pretty good. Might try the stick now. I think the stick does a little darker, but you really have to work at it more because it gets lined. So it's kind of like that. You can see both in there. I might stick with just the block crayon. So that's red. I'm going to tuck red away. And the next color in the rainbow. We have our crayons in rainbow order, so you can use the next one, which is orange. And I'm getting both sides. There, red and orange. Yellow, I think I'm going to go with both, the lemon and the golden. So first the lemon. And that might be harder for you to see. I might add a little golden, like I was saying, just to bring it out a little more. And then it's got the 2 tones of yellow. So flip it. Get the other side. And a little bit of golden. There. And then green. So those are like the warm sun colors, and now we're going to go to the cooler, sort of watery and forest colors. Kind of where you imagine the shade might be, or the cool water. Green and now blue. Okay. And now, oops, get back. And last but not least, we'll do purple. There. Okay, we've got all 6. You can pause the video and finish your 6 and come back. And actually what I'll do is I'm going to put these away too. So put your crayons away in the beautiful rainbow order. There, and roll them back up. I don't think we'll need them again, but I'll keep them handy just in case. So not far. Now we get the pencil and the green things. I am going to try to get this one with the fruit on it. It's kind of heavy, but I'm going to give it a whirl on here. It's got a bit of a stem, so I could put it on like that. And probably a flower. So here we'll work a little bit. It might be kind of quiet too, while we're concentrating and getting our things taped. So I'm going to pick maybe another stem to go on the other side, but it doesn't need to be so big. I wonder. Could be that big for fun. Very decorative. And then a flower. So I think what I'll do though is tape the papers on first. I just want to check that, because then we can kind of hide all the paper tapings when we're done with the flowers and the plants. So I might double up because there's so many. We'll see. Or we might not put all of them on. It's really kind of up to each of us how we want it to look. So I'm taking little pieces of tape. Otherwise it's going to get really tapey on here. And putting it like that. I can see if I can get 2, but I think 2 will be tricky. You could just do 1 at a time, or 2 if you're able. You know what you could do? Sometimes I'm smart like this. Okay, I'm going to actually do 2 first with enough tape on either side and put them on. Oh my gosh, that's exciting. Okay. Now I'll do that again. I'll get another little piece of tape. Get that, and maybe do 2 more. Just make sure it's long enough to fit 2. And get the 2 like this, next to each other. And the tape. Whoops. And you don't have to do this either, but you could try. So there, I got the tape like that, side by side, and some tape on either side to stick on. And I'll go there next, but I'm going right next to the orange, so I have to be a little patient on that. There. Now I'm finding that it's all covered, but I'd like to add the 2 more colors. So I'm going to do that, let's see, probably kind of in between a couple on one side and in between a couple on the other side. Oh, but I have too long of a tape, so I'm gonna try and break that in half. That didn't work very good, so I'm gonna try again. Oops. Okay. Try again. Well, that'll work. Okay. So I'll try the blue. I guess we're going in order. So blue. And I think I'll go, I got a little off the top, no big deal, but I'm just going to trim it. And put that one in between. I think I'm just going to put it in between the orange and the red, so it's right in between them. There. And then the same thing with with the purple. It's kind of fun when you twist it, it wants to fly up like that. So one more with the purple. I'm going to get a teeny piece of tape. It's hard to do teeny ones. There, and I've got the tape like that with just one. And I'll go this time just across from the blue that I did. So let me see where I did that. Okay, that means for me I'm going across here in between the yellow and green. Right in the middle of them. Okay, there. So now we've got our colors on. Kind of fun to do that. The wind wants to pick it up and dance like that. And now we want to decorate the top. And I'm kind of thinking that this one is so fun, but the fruit is very heavy. So I'm thinking it might not be a great idea to have the fruit on there, though fun. So maybe I'll just have the fruits, these extra ones nearby on the bottom, like kind of near the gems, and not use the fruit one. But I could put this near the bottom, just kind of hanging, because it does seem like it's going to be too heavy. And then I also think instead of putting a whole branch like this, I'm going to take the smaller branches off and do like a couple of those. Plus the flowers I found. So there, because then it won't be so heavy. These are quite light then. And then I'm also going to trim the bottom so I have enough tape room, although that might be enough right there. This one needs a little more room. So I'm going to take off a couple on the bottom so I have room to put the tape there. So I have those two ready. And I know with our maypoles, the ribbon is longer than the pole, so it's possible we could leave the ribbon longer. Or we could cut it even a little shorter so it doesn't hit the dirt. I think I'll leave that up to each of you. See what you prefer, because I don't think it's a big deal. So now I've also got a pretty little flower I found outside that I'll put on. I have a couple. I'm not sure if this one's got enough stem on it to put on, whereas this one does. So I'm going to try this one. At least there'll be one. And so I'm going to do these one by one because I think they're a little trickier. I think I'll do the flower last so I can place it where I'd like it. I'm not getting very much tape again, that much. And I'm first putting it on the plant. So kind of in the middle. So it's like that. And then I'm going to put it up. So I'm just going to pick a spot like that. Oops. Try again. There, get that on there. All right. And I'll do the other side with the tape. Like that. And I'm going to go I taped that one here, so I'm going to go opposite from it. But I think I actually want to put it on the other side to let the parts hang out more. There. Kind of tricky. There. flower. So where do I want that flower? Maybe right there. Yep. Put it right there. So there it is, a beautiful, whoops, covered up the whole camera. Let's see if you can see it. If I go up a little bit. That, you've got the top and there. So now, whoops, I'm just going to show you what it might look like. I'm going to put, maybe I'll keep, I'm going to keep a few of these, clean up a little bit. Now you would, well, let's look at this first, and then I'll say the next thing. So let's get that here. I'm going to put those off to the side, the extra things. And get this. I'm just going to pretend this is like the pot for outside. And you could even bring your, little friends out, some of them if they wanted to. And I'll decorate it a little bit. Put my maypole to the side for now. And maybe get a little pathway up. Take your time decorating it and having fun. Or we can do this. Bring it this way a little bit. Like that. And maybe there. And actually, I'm going to use these other green things for fun nearby. With our friends in the meadow who've been with us. And we have a gnome on the path. And a snail by the water. And let's see. And we have our pixie dust, well, our fairy dust, our fairy bits and bobs. And I suppose those could be saved special right over here. And so you could set up your fairy or bug or gnome maypole in a little garden area. You could do some pretty things around it like this. If you have knitted things or animals, you might just want to have them out while you're playing and then bring them back inside so that another animal outside doesn't like them too much and carry them off. But then you could put, say, your maypole there, and you know how it looks like that. And let's see, I have to move a little bit so I can move, oops, camera up so you could see. There, so you see our friends, and then looking down you see the beautiful maypole with there's a little water area there where the ribbons have gotten into the pond. Little mirrors can be like that. And we have little green fruits that are purple and yellowy now. And our number meadow friends there too. And our beautiful maypole. So you just put that in the ground. You can put it in, about this much or so. Trying to see there. Maybe that looks big, but just about down to there or something, or a little deeper if you need to, and you can spread the ribbons out on the ground and stuff. So that's something fun you can do today for the little bugs and things outside so they can enjoy. And then you can also climb a tree, or you could bake a cake, have special snacks, maybe go out and pick just a few different flowers from different parts of your garden and yard and make a May Day flower arrangement that you can put in a vase and have at the table for mealtime. Any of those things. You could even put this maypole, the bug maypole, or the fairy gnome maypole in your house in a planter. Maybe you have a pot there and you could put it in the dirt there and have it inside or on your porch. It doesn't have to be in the yard. Or pick leaves or something from inside your house, from maybe ask mom or dad, maybe a few plants in there can spare a little bit of greenery and flower for the maypole. So you could see all those sorts of different ideas to do. So happy 100 days and happy May Day. Put this here by our friends. And then we'll say goodbye. And I'll see you either, I've already seen you at our celebration story time, or I'm going to see you soon. So there it is. Goodbye, everybody. Thanks for celebrating. And have a most wonderful May Day and 100 days. And a most wonderful weekend. And I'll see you in a few days. Bye.